Alright, so how did I buy this image right here and sell it for over $12,000 profit? And how did I buy these pudgy penguins online and make tens of thousands of dollars? In this YouTube video, I'm going to show you guys how I made over $100,000 flipping NFTs. It's a pretty crazy story, so make sure to stick around and I'm going to be showing you guys what I did. And let's get right into it. Hello everybody and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Brandon or Bento Boy and this is my very first YouTube video. So if you could click that like button and also click that subscribe button, it would be greatly appreciated. I am also running a giveaway for my very first video. I'm giving the winner $100. All you have to do is subscribe and follow me on Twitter and like and retweet that post. So there's no reason not to do it unless you hate money. So the goal of this video is to show you how to buy NFTs without losing all your money, because it is really easy to lose money in this space. I had to learn this the hard way, and let me tell you, I have made probably every single mistake possible. However, I will say if you do know what you are looking for and if you are experienced in the space, there is a lot of money to be made. Now before we jump into the video, I want to give a few disclaimers. So starting off, number one, I am an idiot. I am a 19-year-old college degenerate. Although I have made money in the space, I am not a genius and I am still learning. So take everything I say with a grain of salt. Number two, the market is in a mania phase, meaning a lot of projects are going crazy. But like I said earlier, it's still really easy to lose money. And there is high reward, but there's also high risk. And personally, I wouldn't recommend almost anybody get into NFTs because it is so dangerous. However, I'm not here to tell you what to do, but I just want you guys to be cautious and don't put in any money that you're not willing to lose. I know you have probably heard that everywhere. And lastly, number three, don't follow any of the trades I make and always do your own research. Nothing in this video is financial advice, so let's jump into it. So first we're going to go over some basic vocabulary for the beginners or the new people here. So OpenSea is basically just the trading platform, and Ethereum is a cryptocurrency that people use as a form of payment. And lastly, the big question, what is an NFT? So put simply, an NFT is a digital asset that is minted on the blockchain that you can buy and sell. There's a lot of other YouTube videos that can explain it better and more in depth, but for the sake of brevity, we're going to just jump straight into it. Alright, so jumping right into it, this is my wallet and this is everything that I own. As you can see, I have a ton of stuff because I am just a big degenerate. So a bunch of you guys are probably wondering, how the heck do I know what to buy? And that brings us to our first tip, which is getting a Twitter. So if you're trading NFTs or if you're planning to trade NFTs, you're going to need a Twitter account and join Crypto Twitter. So this space moves at hyperspeed, and as you can see as I scroll down, people are talking about different NFT projects. So this is basically really essential for finding new projects and for seeing what people are into, because in this space you're going to want to see the trends and you're going to want to hop on them early. So for example, one of the people I follow right here is tweeting about a project called the Doge Pound. I am personally very bullish on this project and I own several of these guys, and he's basically talking about the new announcements that are coming out. So this announcement that the Doge Pound released actually caused the floor to jump. So if we search up the project and take a look into it, the Doges were actually selling at 0.7 and now they're selling at 1.6 in the matter of 24 hours. So that just tells you how fast and volatile the space is. But like I said, if you're not on Twitter, you don't get to see all these announcements and you don't get to see what's going on in this space. So you want to make sure that you download Twitter and you want to make sure that you're paying attention to what people are saying, and you want to identify trends and hop on them early. So when you download Twitter, you're going to want to follow a lot of people who are in the NFT space. So if you would like, please give me a follow. You will be entered in the giveaway and it's one of the requirements. And I would also greatly appreciate it. We are almost at 1,000 followers, guys. So if we could hit 1K, I would be very happy. But anyways, you want to be following people who are in the NFT space. But if you're new to Twitter and you're not sure who to follow, you can go through my following and you can follow a lot of these guys. This way you're going to stay in the loop and you can see a lot of the hyped up projects. Alright, so when you're scrolling through your Twitter feed, you want to see what people are talking about However, you do not want to blindly follow influencers. So that is tip number 2, do not ape into a project that you did not research. Although you want to be buying projects that a lot of big people are buying, you want to be very cautious. So for example, when I first got started out in the space, I followed this guy Pranksy. He has over 100,000 followers and he's an OG in the space. So the mistake I made was blindly following Pranksy. He basically minted a bunch of derpy burbs and I followed him immediately after, but I bought slightly higher. I bought at around 0.18 and 0.2 and the floor crashed. I lost a ton of money. We're gonna put how much I lost right here. And then immediately after I lost money following Pranksy, I decided to follow Pranksy again. Knowledge! And I bought another project called Party Penguins, but this time it was even worse than the first. I didn't do any research at all and I bought at around 0.4, 0.5, as high as 0.8, and the floor got smashed to almost 0 and I lost that much money. I think it was 1.6. What is it? Yeah, like 1.6, which is not good. So you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, I'm just an idiot. So the main thing to take away from this is do not blindly follow influencers. That is how you get wrecked. And you want to do your own research and your own due diligence. And I'm gonna show you how I research some of my projects and some of the indicators that I look at. So after you follow a bunch of people on NFT Twitter, you're gonna wanna just scroll through your feed. And the first indicator we're gonna look at is what pops up a lot. You wanna be buying what a lot of people are talking about. You wanna be buying what a lot of the influencers are talking about, but after you have to do the research. And I'm gonna show you how to do that. So for example, when I got into this space, a project that I researched was Pudgy Penguins. So this was everywhere on the Twitter timeline and it basically was the talk of the town for about 2 weeks in crypto Twitter. So something to note is that almost every project has a Twitter page and that's what you're gonna be looking at. So the first thing you wanna look at is the amount of followers they have. So Pudgy Penguins has 30.4K, which is very strong. They also have a really good engagement. They have 587 likes, 117 retweets. They have 202 likes on this one and 79. So overall, you know that this is a very engaged community and they actually care about the project. And of course, another thing you want to definitely look at is the art. So right here, this is just, I mean, come on guys. This is state of the art, borderline Mona Lisa work here. I mean, just look at him. I mean, this guy is definitely worth $780,000. I mean, that's what he was purchased for on September 8th. By the way, I'm totally kidding, guys. As a person who loves NFTs, the fact that this is selling for this much money is just absurd. And like I said, it just goes to reiterate the fact that we are in a mania stage. The fact that someone would pay $225 for this JPEG is insane to me. And that's coming from a person who loves NFTs. And personally, although the art does matter, it is just a way for people to justify purchasing these high prices, but art is not everything. So a lot of people are gonna disagree with me when I say art doesn't matter. Art does matter to an extent, but it is not the primary thing. For example, I hate to diss Gary Vee, but I mean, his drawing skills are just not that great. I mean, come on guys, let's just look at this. It looks like, quite honestly, I could probably draw this in the 4th grade. Love Gary to death, but I mean, that's just facts. However, the minimum these things are selling for is $52,000. And the reason why it's selling so high is 1, because it's Gary Vee's brand, and the marketing is just phenomenal. And then 2, the utility behind the actual project is great. So hopping back into Pudgy Penguins, the next thing you want to check out after you check out the Twitter is the Discord, so you're going to want to download that. So the link is usually in their bio, so we're going to click it. Alright, so now hopping into the Discord, this is where you're going to get all your information about the project. So the first thing you can see here is the Pudgy Announcements. So this is basically where the team is going to give you updates and they're going to tell you what they're working on and what they have planned for the holders of the project. So for example, if you hold a Pudgy Penguin, you get an airdrop. This was, I believe this happened around 2 weeks ago. So if you simply just held a Pudgy Penguin, you were given this for free. And these were selling for around 0.5 to 0.3 when they first came out. So you got a free 0.3, 0.5 ETH just for holding a Pudgy Penguin. They also have other cool stuff like a Minecraft server. They have game nights and they have other stuff too. coming, like for example this lo-fi channel. So you're starting to see a lot of these projects build on top of the art, so it's not mainly just about the art, it's about the utility and the community as well. All right, so another thing you definitely want to check out is the general chat. So as you can tell, people are chatting away. This is real time, so this guy just said, GM, how is everyone? We're gonna hit him with a all good, my guy, you. So you just want to see people interacting, simple interactions like this. As silly as it sounds, it is actually a pretty good sign. Right now, this is really slow activity. You want the activity on projects to be really fast. You want messages coming in like 24/7. So right now, this is not a great sign, but at the same time, it's not terrible. So when I personally invest in a project, I want the general chat to be going crazy almost 24/7. I like when people talk in there because it shows that there's interest and people aren't moving away to different projects. After you check out the announcements in the Discord and the roadmap, you want to look at this page right here. You want to go to their website, and usually they have a team page. So these guys are not an anonymous team, which is good. And you can see all of them, and you can see their role too. If we just click on one, for example, it brings us to their Twitter page, and you can do research. You can see what they're doing. You can see how active they are, how many followers they have, etc. And you want to basically bet on the team when you are investing in a project. This is the team that's going to be building around the project. So basically, you want to make sure that they can deliver in the long run. Alright guys, now lastly, when you check out the project, there's one thing you really want to look at, and this is the main thing that really pushed me into going heavy into this project. Again, this is not financial advice, but you want to look at the unique ownership of the project. So you want to take the number of items and you want to divide it by the number of owners. So the closer to 1 it is, the better, and the higher it is, and the higher the number, the worse it is. So this project, almost from the jump, had a really good unique ownership share, which really made me interested in the project. I think it was trading around like 0.2, but the ownership share was somewhere around like 3, which at the time was really, really good. This was keeping up with projects like the Bored Ape Yacht Club, V-Friends, and stuff like that. It was in a similar range, but it was just really, really low in price. So this is just one indicator that I like to look at. So again, if the number of items divided by the number of owners is small, anything less than 2 is good in my opinion, and that's definitely one indicator that this project might be worth looking into. Alright, and that's going to wrap it up for our video today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you found the video useful or if you learned anything at all, please just click the like button and subscribe. In my future videos, I'm going to be going into this topic a lot more in depth. I'm going to be going over how to follow smart money, specific influencers to watch, some tools that I use, and much, much more. So be sure to look out for that. And just another reminder, please enter the giveaway if you want a chance to win $100. I'm also going to be posting YouTube videos twice a week, so be on the lookout for that. And that's basically it, guys. Thank you for watching, and peace.